Igor, as country manager, as somebody looking at the India operations as well, and India being the focus for the two of you, how do you look at, and what do you have to say to investors or Indians who are looking to invest in Russia? What are the hurdles? What should they do? And why should they look at Russia at all?
Good question. And we see what the big potential between our countries in the business. We see what we can increasing our relationship in a big opportunities in the future. But we see sometimes what the Russian and Indian companies and businessmen has a problem with communication to try to find a relative and a good partner, a responsible supplier between our countries. And based on this purpose, we open our new direction, business development. This is a new direction which has a two teams. One team placed in Delhi, in our main office, and employers which working in this direction is professional in the different categories. We are working in the past as purchasing or sales managers in different companies, and we have another team, main team in Moscow, placed in Moscow. My personal responsible is chemical direction, pharmaceutical, fertilizers, and cosmetics, and my colleagues also working in different directions. And our main purpose is to assist Russian companies to find relatable partners in India, suppliers, partners, investing. We help them to find communication. We organize the meeting. We help them to understanding the law issues, questions about how they can to make the business in India. We also assist the initiative of Indian companies which want to find relatable partners in Russia or try to find the potential customers in any directions which they are looking for. This is our main activities. We are supporting them to discuss about technical questions, about commercial offers, about payments, about some questions about custom clearance, logistics, every business questions.
Do you have partners in India who work with you on this front to help you get investors?
Our own team, business development.
Have your own team in Delhi?
Yes. This is very interesting. Frankly speaking, in our team in India now, it's working more than 55 people in different directions: construction, electricity, FCMG, pharmaceutical, chemical, energy direction, all of them. And each our specialist has experience in this industry. And we have a Moscow team which also supporting mainly Indian companies. And every company in India, if they're looking for the made the business in Russia or the find partner in Russia, can ask us. And without any problem, we discuss with them with professional knowledge. We discuss about who their potential customers, which they are looking for, and they support them. They can easily ask in us. This is a new direction. Frankly speaking, it's a unique solution from bank.
Dmitry, are Russians looking at India as well? This is a difficult partnership, and I say this because of the US sanctions. There are companies, there are businesses who've moved out of Russia after the sanctions. There are companies who've changed their names and are continuing to operate in Russia. It's very, very interesting. You go to markets, you go to shops, a lot of the big names have only changed their names. The operations exist in Russia. In such a scenario, how many Russians are willing to go and explore at a time when things are volatile, markets for Russia abroad are volatile? And who's willing to risk it?
Well, I believe this interest from the Russian side to explore Indian market is equally corroborated by many factors. But from my practice, from what I can see recently, a lot of more and more companies actually willing to explore new opportunities in terms of opening even subsidiaries, branches, even project offices in India, and extend their presence in different regions. And India is becoming a safe harbor, so to speak, in terms of when to gain new clientele. And the clientele, and what my colleague Igor also mentioned, that we view as a bank, and also we know that most of our clients concur with us on this particular aspect, that Indian economy, the traction of GDP growth, the traction of the investments in technological sphere and venture capital, this traction is overwhelming, even if we compare with like China and other major economies from the Asian side. So this is one of, I believe, the reasons, the primary reasons, the interest in the economy itself. So the next one would be the opportunity and the vast majority of the client base that could be covered in India is, this interest, I believe, is mutual, because even if not even if, but I know that even few major companies from Russia are willing to explore joint venture opportunities, for instance. When you partner with some Indian enterprise and you make some manufacturing point or in India or in Russia, depending on the industry, the technicalities. Sorry, and I believe this is something that is going on considerably well right now.
All right, Igor, specific sectors. What are the sectors that Indians are looking at when they look at Russia? I know pharma is big, but what are the sectors specifically?
Frankly speaking, I can tell you what we are developing almost all directions from India. And of course, some of directions has good, but much more developed in Russian. For example, as you are absolutely correct, pharmacy is one of the very big part of our import from India to Russia. Also, a lot of companies in pharmacy which also open here their own plants or branches and develop. But we can also see the good activities in chemical directions, in FCM products, textile industry. Also developing, we see a lot of potentials with the equipments and automotive industry also. I can tell you, we are working with each of them. Of course, some directions move much more faster. And we see the big progress. But we also see a good potential with all kind of directions between our countries. And we are focusing on them. We are support Indian companies to find a relative partner and customers. And if they have questions, please ask us.
Okay, if you have questions, please connect with the representatives of Sberbank. They're there, based out of Delhi, out of other cities in India as well. Last closing comments from both of you in terms of possibilities. Are sanctions a constraining factor, and you're seeing lesser and lesser of Indians looking to India, or you're seeing a steady growth?
Well, from my side, I believe that there is two scopes, two views how to, examine and understand the sanctions and its influence on the Russian economy, and in particular when it comes to doing business with India. So I believe there is one thing to view it as some sort of restraint, and another one is to view it as opportunity. So we try to, consider it as the latter. So we believe that even if there are certain restrictions that are being made, there are some solutions that were not simply created in other markets, in other more developed markets, which didn't have these restraints whatsoever.
All right. Okay.
From my side, I can tell you one thing. Businessmen, very flexible people.
Okay.
And I believe and I see what, of course, sanctions is a problem. But real businessmen found a solution, believe me. And we are working with them.
Okay. Flexibility and opportunity amidst sanctions. That's the message coming from Sberbank.